So what's your message now? I mean, obviously you've got this new book, Daniel's Breakfast Burst. You're gluten-free. You don't eat any sugar at all. You're 100% vegan. And what's your, do you want the entire planet to eat this way? Do you think that the world would be a better place?
Well, I do know that we need better respect for animals. I'm not saying, like, you have to do this certain diet, because we all have different bodies. We're all unique. We all have the perfect diet. Think about it. If our fingerprint is different, if our DNA is different compared to everyone else, then don't you think our bodies are different? So we need a different diet.
Do you know what I read this morning?
What?
Do you know the cereal that has marshmallows in it? Now I don't even remember.
Lucky Charms?
Lucky Charms, thank you, because I never ate that kind of stuff as a kid. But they are bringing out boxes of just marshmallows, marketing it to kids and saying that this is the cereal that they want to eat in the morning, colored marshmallows. How does that make you feel?
It doesn't make me feel good at all. You know why? Because breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It's something called nutrient timing, and it's when your body's primed to absorb the most nutrients. So some people say, and I disagree with this, they say the when someone eats is just as important as what someone eats. I read that somewhere and I really disagree with that. You know why?
Why?
Because if you eat junk food in the morning, maybe your body's primed to absorb the most nutrients, but there's nothing there.
Sugar.
There's just toxins. So your body will have to deal with the toxins instead of absorbing nutrients. If you have a good meal at breakfast, that's why I created my book, Carefully Designed Meals to Deliver Peak Nutrition at the right time and make it still taste delicious.
So what'd you have for breakfast this morning?
Well, today I got it really early.
What would you normally have?
Well, I normally have one of those recipes. Sometimes a smoothie. Yesterday I had a chia pudding.
A chia pudding.
Yeah.
That sounds good. What's in that?
Well, the one I had, I put blueberries, I put raspberries, and I put some chia and some coconut milk, which is simply made by coconut butter and water mixed together.
Well, I think you're going to have to come over to our houses and make us a stock supply of good breakfast.
Yeah. Thanks so much for coming in. You are an amazing person.
Thank you.
And I won't even call you a kid. Daniel Bissonnette is a vegan activist and the author of a new book called Daniel's Breakfast Burst, and you'll be appearing at the 4th Annual Veg Expo in Vancouver. It takes place on May 28th, and the Vancouver Health Show, that's not till November. And you'll be speaking to people.
Yeah, and I'll also be speaking at the Biohackers Summit in October, and if you want to get my book, you can go to danielbissonnette.com and you can get it there. Right. And I also stay in touch with my social media because I give a lot of advice there and health tips and some of my story. So I also sometimes do live videos on Instagram, so if you want to get a piece of that,
Daniel Bissonnette.
I also have to mention that the book, that the forward is by David Avocado Wolf, and he's got some amazing stuff on social media as well, so that's very cool that he's involved with you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Daniel, and go to Daniel's book, Daniel's Breakfast Burst, and start your day that way, and that way you won't have a bad day like Daniel Powder did. But he wrote a song and then he had a big hit and he made lots of money. This is Bad Day. Daniel Powder, it's Roundhouse Radio, 98.3 Vancouver.